Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor Who news from in and around the universe that may or may not affect you on a deeply spiritual, psychological, paranormal, and parapsychological level that may just raise the dead and cause Kandarian demons to infest you. And, well, that's a whole Ash vs. Evil Dead thing. But let's get back to Doctor Who, shall we? I just got done watching it. Oh, man. Oh, I felt IQ points driving away from my brain as I watched this podcast where a group, well, it started with one and it led to a larger group complaining about an episode of Doctor Who that has not only not aired yet, but it's not going to air probably for another 8 months. Oh, also the willy-nilly speculation about the fact that there's been no mention of the Christmas special yet, and that was another thing. It was Chris Chibnall doesn't like to write Christmas specials. No, he didn't want to start his new Doctor off on a Christmas special. You frickin' I could call really derogatory names, and I don't want to because I wanted to call the man a retard, but I don't want to insult people who are mentally retarded. But that's a whole other category. I'm sorry. It just amazes me that fans are already out there complaining about stuff that hasn't even aired yet based off of some casting announcements and some photos. It's like you can't determine the flow of an episode based off thing. Now, they're referring, of course, to the photos down in Cape Town. The thing is, that could all be like a handful of scenes. It may not even involve the whole episode. It may just be a segment of that episode. See what I mean? But it's like I said, once again, Whovians flying off the handle for no apparent reason other than the fact that they're just Whovians. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're probably one of the more passionate fandoms out there, us and Trekkers. I don't know. But okay, but let's get into the news. Let's hop on because there's lots of interesting stuff. Oh, sorry. All right. What happened was, the catalog for the BBC Worldwide Showcase has gotten out there. Matter of fact, I got it sent a copy by Minnesota Gallifrey, a.k.a. Elijah Kraling. Also, I've been following this stuff. Girly Letters is saying. And by the way, for those of you who I know are watching this, who are in that podcast, Girly Letters is a man. See what I mean? The lack of research. But, okay, I know it's kind of weird. It trips me up, but hey, it's a cute nickname. It's a cute, Twitter handle. But all right, let's get on. Let's go. Let's just get started before I go really, really apeshit crazy. All right. Okay, this is the Doctor Who page in the BBC Worldwide Showcase catalog. And what happens is the part you want to pay attention to is wham. Oh, zoom in on that baby. Delivers October 2018. So it's beginning to sound like that, yes, Doctor Who will not be back for Series 11 until October. So, and of course, 950, here's the other part they're going nuts over, 9 50-minute episodes and 1 65-minute episode, which will be the series premiere. Now, what people don't realize is from time immemorial, the Christmas specials have never been considered part of the ongoing series that year. Never. Christmas Invasion was a separate episode from Series 2, and then so on and so forth. Just like, say, Twice Upon a Time is not considered to be part of Series 10, even though it takes place after. You see what I mean? If you look in the episode lineups, the Christmas episodes are never listed as part of the series. So, yes, they could go back in this year and film a Christmas episode, and everybody will finally drop all the speculation and madness about it. And once again, just for, the folks who can't get it to their thick frickin' brains, Chris Chibnall only did not do a Christmas special for this past year because he did not want to start his entire new series on short notice, A, because he would only had a couple months to put the whole damn thing together. B, he didn't want the new Doctor starting off with just one Christmas episode, and then you were going to wait 10 months before you were going to get into Series 11. And that's why Chibnall did not. He is not running around going, Christmas, bah, humbug. I do not write Christmas episodes. I'm sorry, Jodie. I don't write Christmas episodes. You can hear my English accents are shit. I'm sorry. I'm just not good at that whole thing. All right, I do a lot of voices, but I just cannot do British accents for shit. Okay, so right here, delivers October 2018. Let's move on. Casting news. All right, let's start with that. David Rubin will be playing Raymond Parks, the husband of Rosa Parks, in this upcoming series of Doctor Who. We're still trying to figure out if it's episode 2 or 3, or possibly 2 and 3. There's been rumors going around that episodes 2 and 3 is a two-parter, but I want facts on the table. I want proof before I start jumping up and down going, oh, lordy, lordy. Yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, here we go, David Rubin. Sorry, I had to get back in my right mind there for a second. It's hard to do sometimes. But okay, so he'll be playing the husband of Rosa Parks. Moving on. Okay, now on further news, this is the alleged new logo. Now the problem is this. We've already been once bitten, twice shy on this, with one guy going, looky what I did. Looky, I football you. Here's my snappy new logo. It got leaked. And it turns out it was a complete hunk of steaming bullshit. So that's why I'm not going to follow this story either. About, oh, look, it was magically leaked out onto a group, and we just happened to be there to snag it. So until I see this released officially by the BBC, we're going to have to keep following that big fat word right there, alleged, until I see proof, okay? Oh, man. But let's move on, shall we? Okay, moving on. All right, if you run over to Cult Box, they put this up here. All right. All right. For the fine sleuthing worth of girly letters. We all know that. Yeah. Okay. One of the guest stars will be Aki Amashabi. He's playing, as per his agent's website, a character called Fred Gray. Now, as girly letters brought up, Fred Gray was I don't know why they didn't include it here, was the name of the lawyer. Oh, good. Someone down here nailed it. The name of the lawyer who defended Rosa Parks after the anti-segregation bus protest. So, yes, it's looking like it's going to deal around, with the civil rights movement. And I died laughing because somebody was going, because she's a female doctor, they're delving into getting her meeting Rosa Parks. And I'm like, Rosa Parks was a champion of the civil rights movement, regarding segregation of coloreds, and whites, or blacks and whites, or whatever. I don't even like using those terms, because to me, we're all one race on this planet. We all bleed the same blood. We all have the same innards, and we're all pink in the middle. So I can't figure out for the life of me why we're still having these quarrels over skin color even to this day. It freaks me out. But the thing is, to jump up and go that because the new doctor is a female, that for some reason has led to her championing the civil rights movement, when I think you were trying to equivalent Rosa Parks with the equal rights movement. See what I mean? And when I die laughing about these podcasts doing all this, trying to sound sophisticated, they're confusing their movements, and they're sounding like bowel movements. But all right, moving on. Sorry, I just freaking out there. Moving on. All right. Richard Lothian will also be starring in episode 3, apparently, of Doctor Who Series 11, playing a character named Mr. Steele. And he's been previously other films such as The Dark Tower, Momentum, The Odyssey, and whatnot. So that guy right there. So who's Mr. Steele? Is he a villain? Is he an alien? We don't know. But a lot of people seem to be jumping on the bandwagon and assuming that this episode is a pure historical. Yeah, and the thing is, I think the last pure historical we had outside of Big Finish was, of course, Black Orchid all the way back in the day. Or, it's like, so moving on. Also, if you want to catch up on, speaking of Big Finish, BBC Radio 4 Extra has been putting up these particular episodes of the Fourth Doctor Adventures. And this is the page that will take you there if you want to go check them out. These are the ones, of course, Tom Baker, Louise Jameson, reprising their roles as the Fourth Doctor and Leela, respectively. And these are some really good ones, especially Wrath of the Iceni. I really love that one. So, because that's a really good Leela episode there. All right, Radio Free Skaro. He's and I hate to forget. I'm sorry, I forgot why I put this up. Oh, this was having to do with some of the catalog things and all that. And I believe this is the episode where he discusses some of the stuff that goes on in their way, called about the BBC Worldwide Showcase catalog. I should have moved that one forward. All right, moving on. here's why everyone's talking about Jodie Whittaker, Matt Smith, and Billie Piper this week. This is just a kind little sum up, and it includes actually multiple people. And of course, they're talking about the 65-minute episode. They scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And you got a lot of scrolling before you get to Matt Smith, confirmed to play, of course, Charles Manson. And if you go further down, Billie Piper announcing the big fat contest where, you can meet her for £1 if you win. So it's just kind of like a little sum up article where it puts all these, various events together into one article for you, among a few others. All right, moving on. North America, the complete Capaldi years. That's right. Coming soon, February 13th, sees the release of the 14-disc set titled The Complete Capaldi Years, which contains all of Peter Capaldi's tenure as the Doctor from Deep Breath all the way to Twice Upon a Time. I have seen this. I'm really horny for it, and I'm thinking about getting it myself because I don't have any of Series 8, 9, and 10 currently. Well, at least not legally. Oh, and so I'm thinking about definitely investing in this because it looks like a nice set, especially with all the artwork and stuff like that in it. All right, moving on. A lot of stuff coming out from Big Finish, Churchill, Torchwood, and the Time War. And, of course, this is regarding the Gallifrey series is going to be picking up for the Time War. Now, a lot of you Big Finish fans should be familiar with the Gallifrey, series from Big Finish, which, follows the further adventures of Romana, played by Lala Ward, Romana 2, of course, Louise Jameson and all that. Derek Jacobi is going to be playing the War Master, and Sophie Alder will be reprising her role as Ace. And, of course, there's good old Braxiatel, who's a real asshole. All right, there's all that. So, Churchill Years Volume 2, for you folks who are into that series, bam, 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 Short Trips, Aliens Among Us Part 3 out. And that was a very, very interesting series right there. The Aliens Among Us Torchwood series on Big Finish takes place after Miracle Day. So it's kind of like the team putting the pieces back together. Okay, Mike Bartlett on Series 10's Knock Knock. He tells us about writing his first Doctor episode and being a Doctor Who and trying to act cool around John Sim. And of course, that's the masterful David Suchet there playing the role as the landlord. All right, so be sure to go check that out. Classic Creatures, of course, coming out from the Doctor Who Figurine Collection in February. And we got Oologah from Arc of Infinity, that zombie robot guy from Oxygen, and, of course, the Weirin from Arc in Space. So if you're into this kind of thing, boom, boom, boom. The thing is, I'm running out of shelf space. I can't do figurines anymore. I just ain't got anywhere to put them. Okay, Doctor Who Meets Mr. Men in Wave 3, the Dr. Men books out now. So if you're looking for those or you're into that, I hate to say it, but they make Capaldi look like an aged SpongeBob SquarePants. Is it just me, or, he's about to head for the retirement home? All right. Now, there is a lecture that's going to be done called Doctor Who, a British Alien. And as far as I can tell, there's not going to be any celebrities there, but I threw it in because maybe you'd be interested in this. The speaker will be Professor Danny Nichol from Westminster Law School. And basically what I think it is talking about how British politics are, reflected in Doctor Who. So if you're into that, boom, here's all the information from Eventbrite if you do want to go check it out. Apparently it is free, and it will be March 6th. All right, lastly for today, Ecky Thumb. Okay, did I just say that? Sorry. All right, Oologah. Doctor Who fans from Oologah embrace life on the road with their creation, and this is just a nice little journey of a couple who make appearances with their own TARDIS around various. Go check this out. It's just a cute little article. I got a kick out of it. So, and how they travel around with that bugger. So once again, just because you think you might know the plot of an upcoming episode, it's like, come on, really? I love the fact that, I just saw this video where a group of people are critiquing an episode of Doctor Who that's not going to air till probably October or mid-October. And I'm sitting here going, really, what's the motivation? Are you guys really that desperate to get content put out, especially now that the news was running slow, that you're got to talk about stuff? Matter of fact, a lot of those photos regarding those episodes were from, a couple weeks ago. And now we've got casting that's pointing more and more towards the Rosa Parks angle. But still, you can't sit there and criticize it if you haven't seen it. And it's probably not even, oh, man. It just amazes the shit out of me. Well, folks, I'm going to get on out of here because I know this video is dragging on a bit long. So take care, ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all on the flip side. Have a good one. Or try. Goodbye.